The phone buzzed on the counter, a sharp vibration that sliced through the hum of the coffee maker. My heart lurched as I glanced at the screen, expecting a mundane reply from Elise about dinner plans. Instead, her text glowed like a warning flare. I'm a free woman. Stop tracking me. The words hit like a punch, stealing my breath. 12 minutes later, another message landed. This one from our landlord. Lease terminated. Vacate. By end of month. My hands shook as I gripped the counter, the cold granite biting into my palms. The apartment, our shared haven of 2 years, felt suddenly hollow, its exposed brick walls closing in like a trap. I reread Elise's text, each word a splinter in my chest. Free. From what? Me? Our life. The life we'd built in this overpriced Brooklyn loft, with its creaky hardwood floors and the mismatched mugs we'd collected from flea markets. Confusion turned into anger, then curdled into something heavier. Dread. I opened the tracking app we'd both agreed to use. A silly pack from our early days when jealousy was playful, not poisonous. Her location was offline, the little green dot that usually pulsed near her office in Manhattan was gone, replaced by a gray void. My stomach twisted. When had she turned it off? Why? The past month flickered through my mind like a montage of red flags I'd ignored. Her late nights at work, drinks with colleagues I'd never met, the way her phone stayed face down, notifications silenced when we watched Netflix on the couch. The vague Instagram stories, blurry city lights, a cocktail glass, no captions. That felt like coded messages to someone else. I'd rationalized it all. Elise was ambitious, a graphic designer clawing her way up in a cutthroat industry. Of course she was busy. Of course she needed space. But free woman, that wasn't ambition. That was a declaration. I sank onto the bar stool, the leather creaking under my weight, and scrolled through our texts. Her replies had grown shorter over weeks, from flirty paragraphs to curt one-liners. See you later. Busy talk TMRW. My messages, meanwhile, were novels. Please for connection disguised as casual check-ins. I'd been blind. Or maybe I'd chosen not to see. The truth was there, in the gaps between her words, in the way she'd stopped saying love you first. The apartment was too quiet, the kind of silence that amplifies every small sound. The drip of the faucet, the distant wail of a siren outside. I opened Instagram, her profile, a gallery of curated moments that now felt like lies. A photo from last weekend. Her laughing at a rooftop bar. Her hair catching the golden hour light. The caption, living for these nights. I hadn't been there. She'd said she was with her sister. My thumb hovered over the screen, itching to check the tagged accounts, but fear stopped me. What if I found something I couldn't unsee? I typed a reply to her text, deleted it, typed again. What's going on? Talk to me. Too desperate. Free? What does that mean? Too confrontational. Finally, I sent Elise. Please call me. No response. The blue tick showed she'd read it. My pulse hammered in my ears as I opened our shared Google Calendar. Another relic of our once transparent life. Her schedule was blank for tonight. A rare, empty slot she hadn't mentioned. Suspicion gnawed deeper. Was she with someone else right now? Laughing at my naivety. The landlord's text gnawed at me. 2. Eviction. We'd paid rent on time. Every time I called him, my voice unsteady as I asked for an explanation. Elise can led the lease, he said, his tone clipped like he was annoyed. I didn't already know. said you two were.
Done. Done.
The word echoed.
A
Guillotine on our future.
She hadn't
Just betrayed me. She'd erased our life. Without a word, I paced the apartment, the scent of her lavender perfume lingering in the air, mocking me. Her laptop sat on the coffee table, closed, but unlocked. I hesitated, guilt prickling at the thought of invading her privacy. But she'd crossed the line. First, hadn't she? I opened it, the screen waking to her email inbox.
A
Message from a dating app caught my eye. A notification about a new match.
My
Chest tightened as I clicked.
the
Profile wasn't hers. It was a man. Someone named Caleb. His bio dripping with charm. Lover of late-night talks and spontaneous adventures. The kind of guy Elise used to tease me for not
being.
There was a thread of messages. Flirty and intimate. Dated weeks back. Can't wait to see you again.
He'd
Written last night. Her reply soon. Promise. The room spun. I stumbled to the couch, the velvet cushion swallowing me as betrayal sank in. She'd been building a parallel life, one where I didn't exist. Every late night, every vague excuse, every unanswered text, it wasn't work. It was him. I wanted to scream, to call her and demand answers, but fear held me back. What if she
laughed?
What if she didn't care?
Hours
Passed, the apartment growing darker as the sun dipped below the skyline.
My
Phone stayed silent. I drafted a text to Caleb, my fingers trembling with rage, but stopped. What would I even say? Instead, I opened her Instagram again, this time checking her followers. There, he was, Caleb. His profile, a parade of smug selfies and rooftop bars. One photo showed a woman's hand holding a drink. Her nails painted Elise's signature.
teal.
The timestamp 2 nights ago, my vision blurred with tears, anger, heartbreak, shame all at once. The door clicked open at 11:47 p.m. Elise froze. In the doorway, her eyes wide as she saw me on the couch, her laptop still open. You're up, she said, her voice tight, like she'd rehearsed this moment.
She
Wore the leather jacket I'd bought her. The one she said made her feel invincible. Now it looked like armor. Why? My voice cracked, raw, and exposed. Why didn't you just tell me? She set her bag down slow, deliberate.
I
Didn't know how, she said, avoiding my gaze. I thought this was easier. I stood, my hands shaking. You can let our lease. You're on dating apps. I choked on the words. You're with someone else. Her silence was confirmation. She looked at me then, her eyes glistening but defiant. I felt trapped. Okay, I love you, but I wasn't free. There it was. Again, that word free. It burned a betrayal sharper than any lie. So you blew up our life? I asked, my voice barely a whisper, without even talking to
me.
She stepped closer, then stopped as if an invisible line separated us.
I'm
sorry, she said, but it sounded hollow, like a script she didn't believe.
I
Didn't mean for you to find out like
this.
The air felt thick, suffocating.
I
Wanted to hate her, to scream, but all I felt was loss. Get out, I said, my voice steady for the first time.
You're
free now. She hesitated, then nodded, grabbing her bag and walking out.
The
door clicked shut and the silence swallowed me whole. I sank to the floor, the hardwood cold against my knees, and stared at my phone. Her text still
glowed.
I'm a free woman. 12 minutes later, she'd lost everything. Our home, our trust, our future.